In a very similar sort of fashion to the beginning sequence of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we have Link riding through the mountains upon his horse named Epona. And yeah, funnily enough, this actually foreshadows a much better game than Ocarina of Time as far as I'm concerned personally. But anyway, I'm not going to start getting into that. But what I am going to start getting into is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I want to positively drop Ocarina of Time from my subconscious and conscious mind, because I do not like that game. I would like to apologize to those who did watch my previous Let's Play of Ocarina of Time, because I suppose the last 15 parts of that Let's Play, yeah, well, it wasn't exactly the most... Well, I wasn't really having the most fun, I suppose you would say, so it's not exactly the most enjoyable thing to watch, as far as something that I personally output. So I would not recommend taking what I did on that Let's Play as something that is indicative of my personal playing of video games and commentating them, so I would not, take it too seriously. But anyway, we're playing Twilight Princess, so why am I going on this tangent? So anyway, yeah, I suppose I'll read this text. That would be a nice plan, wouldn't it? Tell me, do you ever feel a strange sadness as dusk falls? They say it's only the time... Oh, yeah, well that's exactly what he said. They say it's the only time when our world intersects with theirs. The only time we can feel the lingering regrets of spirits who have left our world. That is why loneliness always pervades the hour of twilight. Ooh, twilight, yes, twilight. Twilight obviously has some kind of meaning in the context of this game, of course, because the word twilight is present on the name of this particular Zelda game, so yeah, it's, foreshadowing possible things, but, yeah, anyway, just a fun fact for you guys, I have actually seen this 3 times now, including this time, in the last few days or so, because this is actually the 3rd recording that I've done of this. I've been having a few problems with my microphone and other various things. Let's just say nothing wants to go right for me at the moment, so yeah, unfortunately, even though I'm finally out of the hellhole which is Ocarina of Time, I come into Twilight Princess and find myself in a new hellhole which isn't actually, I suppose, located in the game itself. It's located in all of the devices that I decided to use to actually record my gameplay, whether it be my capture card, my microphone, or my laptop. But I suppose the issues regarding my microphone were more linked to the laptop itself, so I guess that's one and the same. But anyway, I don't know, I'm just thinking of something to talk about at this point, because of course this is a very lengthy beginning cutscene for the game. Maybe not very lengthy, but I would say that it's not exactly too entertaining for me to just sit here in silence and watch pensively. Oh, I bumped the mic slightly there as I was scratching my eye. I apologise if you did hear that. But anyway, yeah, I think it's a good idea that I decided to do this for a 3rd time. Not for my personal enjoyment, but for you guys, I would say, because it's just, yeah, there were problems involved in the previous 2 recordings that did not make for the most entertaining viewing, so I decided that I would redo this and just do my best to, I suppose, give you guys the best possible experience. But yeah, it should be better than Ocarina of Time at the very least, because essentially with that Let's Play I was just pumping out the parts. I just wanted to get it done. The last 2 long recordings I did were very emotionless, just me going, just ploughing through the game, because I just was not having a good time. I even ended up getting a message from some person on a one of the videos I did. I think it was part 40. And, I think he may have been autistic or something like that, because he was not exactly the most intelligent person I've ever had commenting on my videos. But yeah, he was going on about how, I shouldn't be playing a game that I don't like and all of this, and basically giving me criticism and advice, air quotes, that was basically it was not relevant to basically the things that I do, because he knows nothing about what I do. He knows nothing about the reason that I do the things that I do, and, all of that stuff, so he decided to comment on that and dislike the video, which in the end makes it harder for me to actually, get myself out there. But I suppose at the end of the day, I don't really want to have people watching that Let's Play, because it's not... As I said... Oh, did I say that previously? I can't even remember what I'm saying anymore, but... Oh, whoa, I've never actually thrown a rock at that. I didn't realise that that would injure this little scarecrow individual. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I hope that you guys don't watch The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Let's Play and assume that that is how I play all of my games. No. Generally, I have a much more enjoyable experience playing the other games that I play. But anyway, yeah, so essentially this guy, I know exactly what's going on at this point in time because, of course, in the previous, well, the first recording that I did of this game, I was essentially playing through this blind, or perhaps not blind, that's probably not the right word to use. I would probably say something along the lines of me just sort of experiencing this for the first time in a very long time and sort of reacquainting myself with the game and just working out what is going on, you know, getting reaccustomed to the controls and all of that fun stuff. But now I'm more or less tackling this from the perspective of a player who has very recently played this game, because that is exactly what I have been doing, playing this game recently. Yes, that is correct. But anyway, I could have talked to that guy, but I know where it is that I'm supposed to be going at this moment in time, so I'm going to go and do that. I may even just knock out a few of these first parts, or you can also go through that hole if you want. That's actually going to take you to where I'm going to go, but I would not recommend it because it is a long way to go, and you don't need to go there yet. That is a place that you will be going shortly. But anyway, well, shortly, I mean later on, like within the next, I don't know, 40 minutes of gameplay perhaps. And here we are with another cutscene. Lots of cutscenes in the beginning part of this game, and that's not a bad thing necessarily. I think it's really good. It really establishes a story for this game, which is something that Ocarina of Time didn't really have, because it's not a good game. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that. Honestly, I'm going to do my best to just erase all thoughts of Ocarina of Time from my head, and then I'm going to play this game on a fresh, clean slate, and pretend that I've never played Ocarina of Time. But anyway, yeah, this is, what's her name again? It's like, I don't know, it would be nice if they had character names above their text, like they do in some RPGs, but unfortunately that's not a Zelda thing to do, really. I don't recall many Zelda games doing this, but anyway. Oh, I think she told us to play the song that Epona likes, so let's do that. As you can tell, this is the same tune that Epona's song had in Ocarina of Time. Oh, look at me, I'm referencing Ocarina of Time already. Almost immediately after saying that I wasn't going to mention it anymore. And I also apologise for that very out-of-nowhere cough that I just did. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a cough at the moment. It's not that terribly consistent, but every now and then I do get a tickle in my throat and I just can't help but cough. So I do apologise for that. I will do my best to not cough. But yeah, anyway, as you can see, we've got some really nice animation here with the horse. Well, the horse, I call her. Her name is Epona. But, yeah, anyway. And I also thought I would mention, like, look at the little spiky things here. I mean, they are not as friendly looking as the carrots that were used in the Ocarina of Time version of the riding of the Epona horse. I don't know why I spoke that sentence in such a strange way, using such strange language patterns, but anyway. Riding the Epona, or riding the Epona horse. What? I can't even remember what I said anymore. I say things in sort of strange ways at times. I do apologise. Keep in mind, I am sort of doing two things at once, playing the game and talking, so every now and then I talk almost as if I'm on autopilot. And I'm pretty good at doing that, because I think you'll find that a lot of the time I don't actually say very important things. I'm very good at crapping on. I'm a very conversational person in that way, but ironically, I don't like to talk to people so much. I mean, I talk to people, yeah, but it's not something that I particularly indulge in. I mean, some people are just full-on social butterflies, but me, I'm not so much into it. Mainly because I don't really connect with many people. I'm a bit of a strange individual, I must say, but anyway, why am I going into this? Essentially, what I'm doing right now is I'm just collecting a few rupees, because this is something that I need to do for later on, because essentially what we need to do later on is... Oh, I thought there were going to be some rupees here. I think I need to do something before I get rupees there. How about we collect the rupees around here later on? For now, what I will do is I will get on Epona, and I will do what it is that we are required to do at this moment in time, which is go to the ranch and basically herd some goats. But we'll talk to this large man here first. Okay, well, no, we're not going to talk to him. We're actually going to crush him under the hooves of our horse. Do excuse me and my coughing, because, I mean, look, it feels good to cough. I mean, I get this very powerful urge to just sort of go, and that's how coughing works, so I apologize. But anyway, if you haven't already noticed, we don't actually have the ability to dash forward with Epona when we're in the town, because of course that would be a little bit overkill to do that, because it's not exactly a large open space, but I am a little bit concerned that we're not able to do it in this little ranch area as we're herding these goats, which we will do shortly. Spoilers, I apologize. I should have just allowed you to see that as it was happening in the scenes, but oh well. I'm not that friendly. Sorry to get you over here in such a hurry, Link. That's quite alright. These guys have been awful skittish lately. They won't listen to a word I say. Sorry to ask, bud, but how's about you and Epona herd into the barn real quick? See, I have a problem reading the sentences of people who can't talk correctly. It's a little bit of a problem that I have, so do excuse me if some of these people have text that I have a difficult time actually reading. Now, I'm going to do my best to try and herd these goats as well as I possibly can. I am not very good at this, I must say. You would think that doing this 3 times recently would have had me... What? I don't even know how we managed to get a goat in there, but anyway... You would think that me doing this so many times recently would have given me some kind of ability to do this proficiently, but I really... I can't. There's something about it. I just don't... Perhaps I'm not one with the goats and how they operate. I mean, I need to whisper to the goats. I need to speak their language and understand them as goats. I was going to say understand them as people, but then I realized that they're not actually people, which is probably an important thing to remember when you're herding goats, because, I mean, if you're herding goats thinking that they're people, you'll probably become confused as to why you're herding people. But anyway, I'm going off on strange tangents. So anyway, go in your goat hole. It's not really a hole, it's more of like a well-built structure, or perhaps not well-built, I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at the structural aspects of the device. Why am I saying device? Generally, you don't refer to structures as devices, I don't know. Once again, I'm saying things very sort of, I guess, off the top of my head, and every now and then when you're speaking off the top of your head, you sort of say irrelevant and unnecessary things, but yeah, I apologize for that, I suppose, if it is something that I should be apologizing for. But anyway, this guy here is, I don't know, he has a large nose. I thought I would just mention that. It's not entirely relevant, but, you know, large-nosed people are generally people that you notice very well, because, of course, the nose is the object on your face which reaches the furthest away from your actual face, so it's kind of like the first thing you notice. So people with large noses, I mean, it's very easy to actually be knowledgeable of their large nose, or at least noticing their large nose. Once again, I am going on about stuff that is actually not relevant to anything, so I apologize. I'm like this close to coughing. I mean, if you could see my fingers here, they're creating a small space, but anyway, I don't know, I'm not going to explain that. Anyway, these 3 kids here, they're quite fond of us for reasons that I'm not entirely sure about. I mean, I think it's because we're older and they look up to us and all of that, and of course, Link is the hero of time, and, you know, I would look up to the hero of time personally. It would be nice if I could get a nice look at Link right here, but I can't because the camera is not actually being very, what's the word that I'm looking for here? Gosh, I hate it when you can't think of words. It's quite upsetting, isn't it? I mean, you have your commentary going and it's all flowing nicely, and then suddenly you just forget a word, and then it's like, oh great, I'm learning English again. Well, it's not like English is a second language for me, so that would sort of be like me regressing into preschool, or perhaps even before then, you know. But anyway, let's speak to these people. And I've totally forgotten now the word that I forgot to say, or had forgotten how to say. No, what am I on about? I should really stop these ridiculous tangents. So what do these people want? I wasn't even reading. I was too busy doing my own stuff. But anyway, I think I think it doesn't matter what they have to say, because in the end we're just going to do what we want to do. So, I don't know why I'm throwing these rocks, they don't really have anything for us there. But anyway, it's time to collect some rupees. I'm not actually checking... Okay, there we go. I wasn't actually keeping track of how long I have recorded this recording for, because, I don't know, I'm not that smart. Oh gosh, it's like that scene from in Wind Waker. Well, it's not really a scene, it's more like a moment in the game. So yeah, it's sort of teaching us how to do the L targeting system and all of that. Okay, climb up the thing, man. Unfortunately, Link climbs really awkwardly in this game, so... Yeah, anyway, so he's basically referring to a cat, and he's an important part of the story, I suppose, or at least this cat is necessary for us to buy a certain item, which we will be getting later on. But first, oh no, I didn't intend to talk to you, so I meant to actually exit out of the forward looking, if that made any sense, which it actually didn't. But anyway, let's break these pumpkins, and occasionally you do get hearts, but for the most part, when you break these pumpkins, you get rupees, so... Yeah, anyway, I'm going to do my best to stop saying and it's kind of like a habit that I actually got out of a long time ago, but because I... Okay, sorry man, I'm sorry for wasting food. But anyway, it was a habit that I managed to get myself out of a while ago, but unfortunately I managed to get myself back into the habit after not making videos for a very lengthy period of time. Or at least not for a consistent period of time, so eventually I managed to get myself back into the habit of going and all of that stuff. And also, I have a habit of saying you know a lot, like you know and all of that, but and there I go saying again. Anyway, you guys probably don't really notice it, I'm not too sure. I notice it personally because I'm used to it, but yeah, anyway. I am collecting rupees, and this is probably not the most entertaining thing for you guys to watch, but you are listening to me talk about nothing, which may or may not be entertaining. I'm not too sure about this, but anyway, there's me saying again. I'm probably just going to... I'll eventually get out of it, eventually. I said eventually twice, so that shows you it's double the eventually that it could have been. Anyway, I still have that cough coming on that I mentioned previously, and amazingly... Okay, can I climb up, please? Thank you. Amazingly, it has not actually arrived yet, this cough of mine. But anyway, let's go and do something that we need to do. Of course, I could have worked this out previously in a very sort of doing a blind Let's Play kind of way, but unfortunately I'm not doing a blind Let's Play. At least for the first 3 parts of this Let's Play, currently, I would say, because I have recorded 3 parts of the Let's Play so far. Well, at least in the parts that I'm not including. Oh, that hawk did not go far enough. We wanted the hawk to actually go a lot further than that, so it turns out we need to use this grass instead. This is me wasting time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you've never seen that before. Anyway. Please hurry up and... Oh, yeah, that's right, I can just skip this cutscene. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, a good fun fact to remember for this game is that you can actually skip the majority of cutscenes that actually play. So it's a... What? What? God damn you. So let's do this again. I think we have like infinite grass, so that's a good thing. Now I think we need to just send this just above the monkey so it picks up that. There you go, that's exactly what we wanted to do. I didn't realize that you actually needed to have such specific aiming of the hawk to actually pick up this object. And if you don't know what this object is, it is a cradle, because I am just that educating and friendly to you guys. So anyway, we need to give this woman her cradle, and we could have talked to her previously. I have been looking for that cradle. I made it when my first child was born, and I have cherished it all these years. Yet, you were stupid enough to leave it somewhere. Oh well, yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm going to give you this thing, and, you know, I'm going to beat you to the house, because I am a friendly... pregnant lady, cradle-carrying man. I don't think that was a sentence that made too much sense anyway, so she's going to give us a fishing rod, and I know that I could be tackling this in a way that sort of, once again, was a little bit more similar to a situation in which I was doing a blind Let's Play, but I'm not doing a blind Let's Play, so unfortunately, you're not going to be seeing that for the start. Let's break these pumpkins for the sake of rupees. Of course, I mean, you don't actually need a legitimate occupation in this game. All you need to do is smash pumpkins and that's your money source. But anyway, yeah, I suppose I'll just talk briefly about this house here, because essentially what we need to do is go catch a fish to give to this cat so the cat returns home, because what happened was the cat left the house and the fat woman in there who sells her items got all upset, and now she doesn't want to sell her items because, you know, she's upset. But instead of actually leaving the shop, because she's not selling anything anyway, but yeah, instead of leaving the shop to actually look for her cat, she's decided to stay in the shop, sell nothing, and complain about the fact that her cat is missing. I mean, honestly, this is a woman that does not deserve our assistance, but because we're that friendly, and because we have things that we need to purchase, we need to actually go and get this woman's cat back to her, and so we're going to have the fish... No, have the cat steal the fish. We're not going to have the fish steal the cat. I haven't... Oh, whoops. Okay, so that means I need to break that... that thing that I just saw. If you missed it because you blinked, then that's a shame for you. You shouldn't blink. It's not ideal, because blinking actually gives you eye retina cancer. This is a new study that I have recently. Oh, I like how wet Link looks. I mean, please don't take that the wrong way when I say that, but it is interesting that when Link is in the water, it looks as if he has had water on him. You know, that is a detail that I appreciate in a Zelda game. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. I'm very sorry about that. There's not much that I can do about that situation of me coughing like I have emphysema, but anyway. Let's aim this at this object. Aim this at this. Yes, that is a good way to phrase all of that. But anyway, I believe we needed to knock that down so that we could go ahead and climb that vine without hindrance. So anyway, let's go ahead and do that. And of course, at the top of these vines, well, not of course, I mean, you guys don't know this, I know this because I've already played the game for a few, I mean, I've mentioned this before, I don't need to go over that again. But anyway, yeah, at the top of this tree lie, how many rupees is it? I think it's 15, yeah. So it's 1 yellow rupee and 1 blue rupee, and that equals 15, because I am well versed in operating the Hyrulean till, and therefore I know my rupee currencies. Anyway, I'm going on about things that don't make sense once again. That is not a strange occurrence in this Let's Play or in my commentaries in general. You know what, I really need to stop doing this coughing thing. I mean, I understand that I personally need to cough, but you guys probably don't understand that, and you're going, ugh, he keeps on coughing, I'm so sick of listening to this. But you know, that's okay. I understand that you guys are not accommodating. Anyway, I am sort of insulting you minorly. Not that much, but just enough. I think we should go on this pier to fish. I think that would be an ideal location, because it is a little bit... I don't know, I can't think of the word to use for that. I suppose romantic? You know, oh, on the pier before the water. I missed that fish, unfortunately, because I was too busy, you know, if you saw what it was that I was doing just then, you would probably not want to watch these videos anymore, but all you need to know is that I was not looking at the screen. Okay, we can actually see a fish going down to the hook there, so I was ready to go catch this fish, and of course, fish on is fisherman's talk for having a fish on your hook, and it's not having, it's having. So anyway, yes, press start to check the fish thing. So yeah, we caught 1 fish, and I think we need to actually catch 2 to have this cat steal the fish, because this has happened twice now. Because of course I have recorded things previously. Yes, I am once again phrasing this for the 50th time. But anyway. Fish on once again, and I believe it is another green gill, because this is called the green gill stream. We don't actually have any fish other than green gills in this stream. And of course, the fish did have a small size once it was on the floor and flopping around, but once the cat took it in its mouth, it actually increased in size considerably. Which is actually an interesting thing. But anyway, of course I'm tripping on my words because I can't talk today, and I may or may not be verbally dyslexic, but anyway. You guys don't need to know that. I am letting you guys in on more than you care to know about me, and I apologize for that. I'm not actually verbally dyslexic, that was a joke, please do not be offended by that. Anyway, fat woman here who I have yet to actually demonstrate in this video. Oh my god, speaking of ugly things, look at that. I am not surprised that she is the spawn of this fat creature. I mean, I have always disliked that child, but anyway. Oh, I didn't intend to talk to you, but sure, I will talk to you. Oh, you simply must hear this. My little kitty cat is so amazing. Today he caught a fish all by his little old self. How do you think he caught it? Maybe he's a genius. Well, I don't know. I don't know too much about cats, unfortunately. As much as I do like cats, I am not the cat whisperer, and so I cannot really ask the cat for you, because I don't know if you are interested in knowing, but anyway. Strangely enough, I haven't actually been watching my rupee count, but I have enough rupees to purchase this slingshot, so I will go ahead and purchase this thing. And she is basically telling us that given our age, we should not be purchasing this slingshot, but we're going to anyway, because we are a disgusting man-child. So anyway, oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize that you could just look around this room. I've never done this before. Funny how that works. Anyway, I'm going to get out of this place now. And fortunately, we don't have to manually open the door to go out. It just automatically sends us outside because we are unwanted. But anyway, yes, we do have a slingshot now. So let's go ahead and equip that. And I, of course, the reason why I'm going to this start screen before I go to equip something is because I still need to get in the habit of pressing up on this little D-pad here on the Gamecube controller to actually go to the item selection screen. It's something that I'm not used to, and it's something that usually takes me about, I don't know, 3 hours of gameplay of this game to actually begin to get used to it, so I'm sorry, but you're going to have to deal with that for a while, so yeah. And like, did you just notice that I almost like, it's like I got like, it's like I got my words stuck in my mouth or something when I was speaking, but anyway. Just in time, Link, I just delivered something to your room. I was about to say house, but it's specifically my room, like, you know, it's not just a house. It's not even a house, it's not even a bungalow, like, it's just this, it's a hut. I mean, it's pretty low standard of living, but let's be honest, we are in the middle of nowhere. But anyway, so, this guy managed to deliver a spider to our house. Thank you, man, for your kind gesture. But I did not enjoy it, because I'm not a spider lover, and, you know, I am trying to go up my ladder, and there is a spider there, and he is not in a convenient position, so therefore, he was not worthy of being my pet, because he is an inconvenience to me. But anyway, no, he actually delivered this very heavy and extremely unnecessary chest. I mean, I would imagine that it's extremely heavy. I mean, just look at the thing. Let's be honest. This is not the kind of chest that one carries by themselves, but anyway, maybe that guy is a lot stronger than he actually looks. But yeah, we managed to get a wooden sword that was quite an underwhelming gift, considering the grandness of the chest itself. Hold on. I was just checking the time, because, you know, of course I am doing a recording here, but I don't actually feel like stopping the recording, so I don't know, I might end up splitting this into 2 videos. I mean, I said to myself, stop doing that, Doomlink, you need to stop doing the video split, it's not professional. But I decided that I was going to just go ahead and do that anyway. Just now, actually. So yeah, anyway, this is the girl that was actually in that photo frame that I was referring to, and she's doing some very creepy turning of her head, which is really actually starting to turn me off considerably, but yeah, this girl creeps me out quite considerably. Anyway, I said quite considerably, you know. I can't talk, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sick of it. I hate not being able to talk. Anyway, Link has a slingshot. Anyway, well, you had enough money to buy it, Link. Yes, I do have a job, because I am old enough to have one, and it is called smashing pumpkins. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this, shall we? This is going to be enjoyable. I almost cannot wait. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to end the video after this, so this is actually going to be a long first part, because I'm just that friendly. But anyway, yeah, let's do that. I'm just doing the L targeting there, because I thought that I would show off the L targeting aspect of this little mini combat system that we've got going for the slingshot, just for the sake of these kids and their personal education, because I am tasked tasked, you know, because I need to pronounce all of the letters in the word tasked. I have been tasked with actually educating these children because there is no school located in Ordon Village, so therefore I am the one who has to educate these people. How do I learn the stuff that I learn? I don't know. I mean, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, the question can also exist for what came first, the educator or the educated? I don't know. I mean, that's a question, isn't it? But anyway, no, it wasn't really the best question that I could have possibly asked in that context. But anyway, I'm once again crapping on about stuff that is not necessary or relevant. Once again, I am coughing. I'm probably going to not record an episode of this for a while, just to let my cough go away, because it is quite annoying, I agree. It's annoying for me, and I'm not even the person viewing this, so it's probably going to be, like, doubly annoying for you guys. Oh, we need to show this person how to use our sword. Well, not just person, but these people. I mean, there is more than one person there. But anyway, let's just do that strike there, because... you know, it's the same as basically any other Zelda game in which you need to do various swinging of swords and stuff. What are we doing next? We're doing the thrust, aren't we? Oh, Link, just amazing. I look like a freak. You look like you need to be exorcised. And that, of course, that was the correct pronunciation of that, but you do look like a demon that needs to be banished to the evil pits of hell. What am I doing now? Oh, the jump attack, isn't it? Yes. See, I just know these things, and I don't even have to read what they're telling me to do, because that shows you how much I've done this in recent times. Which is 3 times, including this time, so it's not... actually, twice. Yeah, okay, what am I on about? Because the first part that I did was only 1 episode, and that was only the fishing part and all of that. I don't know. You see, a lot of things I know about occur in my head, and I just assume that you people know what I'm on about, but you don't, because you're not in my head, and I need to get used to the fact that you're not in my head, because, you know, that's not how things work in this world. But anyway, I thought that I would just end the video here, considering the video is getting rather long at this point, so... yeah, anyway, I'm going to end the video here, guys. I'm really excited to start doing a Let's Play of this game, because... of course, this is a game that I do quite enjoy, and yeah, it's going to be quite a long Let's Play, I will have to say. But anyway, let's throw.
I can't talk, okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm wanted to say that I'm going to throw a rock at my horse, and you know, that's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with throwing rocks at horses. This is Ordon Village, you know. These things are actually encouraged for the personal development of children. Anyway, I'm just going to do this for fun. Nice. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed somewhat, and, you know, stay tuned if you want to watch the rest of this Let's Play, I suppose. I don't know if you're watching this recently, or several years after I've uploaded these videos. For all I know, all of them are already uploaded, so yeah. I'm going to entrust future self, future me, in your entertainment. I'm going to entrust, I'm going to entrust your entertainment in my future self. How about that? Imagine if I could speak. That would be a good thing. Perhaps I need to do a New Year's resolution. Get speaking lessons. No, I can speak quite fine, but when it comes to making videos, every now and then I can trip on my words. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Catch you later. Bye-bye.